Hey guys, this is Paul from Southern Maryland Divers here with another product review for you today. We like to do these videos for people that might be doing some research on the product that we carry in the shop before they head in. This will kind of give you an unboxing an experience before you come in and purchase an item. There's plenty of videos online with all kinds of great information on these products, but we like to do our own for our customers. To kind of show you some of the features that you might expect when you come into the shop, so you're more or less getting all the features and benefits through this video. And then of course you're always welcome to come into the shop. We'd love to show you stuff hands-on as well. Today we're going over the Aqua Core Supreme. Basically the Supreme part of it means that it's been detuned just slightly, as well as it comes with a lip shield for cold water diving. So the core itself is a cold water regulator. It'd be fine to dive in colder water. When we say cold water, anything below 32, 36 degrees is where you got to start worrying about the regulator freezing up with some extreme usage. So a lot of people this doesn't really even apply to, but we'd like to keep the Supreme in stock just in case people want it. So the only difference being that the first stage is detuned a little bit, and that the second stage comes with a lip shield, which I'll show you here in just a second. So here we're going to get right into unboxing this guy. So this is what comes in the box. Of course, when you buy this, we'll be happy to put it together for you. We also give you a regulator bag with any full regulator purchase, so you don't have to worry about keeping your regulator outside of a protected case. This is a DIN regulator, and I'm going to show you what that means here in just a second. That's always a question we have. So let me pull this guy out of here and get right into showing you what this means. So again, this is the Aqua Core. Here's the first stage. This is a sealed, environmentally sealed first stage on this guy. So none of the water or the outside contaminants are getting down into the inner workings of this. Some of your cheaper regulators, your piston style regulators, you're going to have this open and the water can get in there if you dive in an area where there might be some nasty water or something that can get in there. So the sealed version keeps that out. This also helps with the regulator from freezing up in cooler waters. So standard out of the box, the core comes with 6 ports, 2 low pressures and a high pressure on this side, 2 low pressures and a high pressure on this side. So you have all kinds of options as far as what you can do with this regulator. There's your second stage. That's the lip shield I was telling you about. This is completely removable, so you can pop this off and use it without if you want. One of the cool things about this regulator, there's the lip shield, is that it comes with the comfort grip mouthpiece. So this curves into the roof of your mouth. These were actually designed by dentists. And then the bite down here has a little wing part, so it's super comfortable in your mouth. You don't really have to worry about jaw fatigue or your teeth getting pulled or anything like that. So really comfortable mouthpiece. So I'm going to show you a couple more features. See the ribbing on this collar here? What that does is it absorbs some of the heat from the surrounding water and brings it into the inner workings of the regulator. Since there's some metal pieces here, it relays the heat. Any heat that there is in the water goes into there, keeps the regulator from freezing up. That's a cool little feature. Has a Venturi, an on-off dive Venturi switch. So basically when it's on, the Venturi is covering the port. The air comes back out inside the reed here. The air comes out and goes straight up to your mouth. When it's on, the Venturi is covering that port, keeping the air from going directly to your mouth. It kind of Venturis in there and goes in circles before it comes out. Where this becomes beneficial is when the Venturi is off and the air is going straight into your mouth, the back pressure, if you think about like a wing, the back pressure of the air coming this way actually pulls the diaphragm more and it'll continue to flow. Underwater when you're breathing, that's fine because the back pressure you use when you exhale is going to stop it from free flowing. But on the surface, if you were to have the Venturi off, then it would continue to free flow due to that back pressure. So it's a simple on and off, basically a dive and a pre-dive kind of function on that. One of the other nice things about the core and above regulators with Aqua is the ACD system, which stands for Auto Closure Device. This is a DIN regulator, but on the yokes it works a similar way. So right now the first stage is completely sealed from the outside environment. So I could pour water on this, nothing's going to happen. When you screw it down onto the tank and when you put your yoke onto the tank, what happens is this collar comes down and you can see it opens up to the air. So what that is basically ensuring that anytime this isn't on a tank and screwed down on the tank, that it's sealed from the outside environment. Super, super good for the inside of these regulators. When we get these back for rebuilds, they very rarely you can tell that they've even been used, because this works really, really well. It's a patented design by Aqua. We've not had a single problem with them. They've been out for years now, and they work really, really well. The other thing that's worth mentioning with all the Aqua products is that there's a Parts for Life program. And so when you purchase this regulator new from us, basically the way that the program works is that the first year, so a year from today's date, if you purchase it today, a year from today's date, you would bring it in and we would do an inspection on it. Basically, we check all of the connections, the pressures, the intermediate pressures, inside workings of everything, just to make sure that there's no major issues. The inspection, price varies from shop to shop. If you buy it from us, we only charge you $25 for the inspection. And then 2 years from today, so it'll be a year for the inspection, and then the second year, you bring it in, we do a full rebuild on it. So that's breaking this down, the first stage down, the second stage down, doing all the parts, all the dynamic parts and the O-rings and seats and everything else. And what the Free Parts for Life program does for you, as long as you keep on that schedule of an inspection the first year and a rebuild every 2 years, is you get all the parts for free. Aqua foots the bill for the parts, and for most regulators the parts are roughly $100, and so you're saving some money on that. You still pay labor, but when it comes down to it, over 2 or 3 rebuilds, you're easily making back the money that you spent on the regulator. So that's a real beneficial program that Aqua does for all of its regulators.